All right. Welcome back to another episode of my movie review series, episode 156. Now, last week I said that I was going to do Rocky 4, and look what I got here. Rocky 4. Forgot to bring up Rocky 3 last week. The DVD. Forgot to bring that up last week. But hey, I did the lengthy ass review of Rocky 3. I hope you saw it. I'm sure many of you did. But hey, Rocky 4, here we go, man. Yeah, I'm kind of sort of live again, the Google logo right there, I'm kind of sort of live again. But this time, my partner is back. Alex, man, let's talk about some Rocky.
Yeah, what's up, guys? We are back. Talk about boom. Wow.
When the world's
mind blown, gloves blown.
Yeah. United States, Soviet Union, those two worlds collide in time of a boxing ring. The Cold War. This is 1985, man. Rocky 4, 1985. We in the Cold War. We're going to end the Cold War right here. Forget about the Berlin Wall coming down. The Cold War is going to end in this movie, in a boxing ring, and in a corny ass speech.
If I could change, you could change. Everybody could change.
Yeah, in a corny ass speech that did not get acknowledged and agreed to, thankfully. But yeah.
Better for 20 million.
Yeah, man, I tell you, Rocky. Let me tell you something about Rocky 4. I mean, this movie, this is one of the very first Stallone movies I've ever seen. This is my very first Rocky movie. And yeah, this movie, it's I guess you could say it's the MTV movie. I mean, the story is late.
Movies on steroids. It's the quintessential 80s over the top nonsensical action movie.
Right.
But it doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it's over the top montages, over the top action, over the top power from these guys, over the top beating in the ring that anybody would be dead from. Everything was over the top. Killing the guy in the ring, every single aspect of this. Running up a mountain while you're training for boxing. There's not a single thing that's subtle in this movie. There's a robot that talks to you. When has anybody ever seen this? This is the most fantastical, unrealistic thing they could have ever put out under this franchise's banner, or whatever you want to say.
A robot that can talk. Short Circuit and Short Circuit 2. Boom.
Well, but that was fiction. They're trying to act like this isn't really like a thing you could buy for rich people. That was based on that entire idea. This is still supposed to be grounded. We're talking, this is from Rocky 1 to this.
Right. I tell you, man. Yeah. From Rocky 1. Yeah, just like I said in the Rocky 3, review, things change once you get rich. I mean, Rocky 3, he wasn't that guy we once knew because, he now got money and he splurged too much and he lost himself, and then he came back and he became himself again, but, he leveled up. So not only he became himself again, but once he got back in the ring, he was not himself when he was in that ring. I mean, he was a whole different animal. Yeah, so they took that and they kind of sort of brought it back into the in this movie right here. Yeah, he still splurged on the money by getting that robot for Paulie. Paulie's birthday. He arrives late for the birthday because he was getting punched by Apollo because Apollo owed him that big. he owed Apollo that big favor, which was a rematch between them. No TV, no newspapers, just both of them.
Yeah, they should have had newspapers involved.
Yeah, man. The behind closed doors rematch that nobody knows about, but somebody did know about, and somebody told that person about it. But we'll get that down the line too. But still, man.
Yo, who won that fight? So now that we just got done watching it, in the beginning of this movie, we could say that Apollo won the rematch.
Yeah, you can say that.
He won that fight. That's why Rocky looked the way he did.
Yeah, we can say that.
Yep.
We can.
I'll tell you how in a long time from now, though.
We can say that.
Yep.
We're not going to confirm that he did it, but we can say that he won.
Mm-hmm.
It's pure speculation right now. It was a fight behind closed doors. You don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Fred Krueger.
Yep. Exactly.
But yeah, I'll tell you, yeah, Paulie's birthday, they celebrate, with
Molly.
they celebrate with a excellent cake. I mean, man, the artistry on that cake, man, I tell you, he went to the top bakery shop just to get that cake done.
Yeah, I'm surprised they had enough money after that for the robot.
Well, Rocky, he been whooping ass for years, so they've been saving up.
Yeah.
They splurged, but they saved up, But yeah, I tell you though, with this movie, it made more stars. It made more stars. Not only you had the original principals in there, Sly and Bert and Talia and Carl, but they gave us Sly's wife at the time, Brigitte Nielsen, the Ice Queen in this movie, and then they gave us that guy, Dolph Lundgren, introducing Dolph Lundgren as Drago.
Lundgren.
Yeah, him.
Lundgren.
Yeah,
He, he did one other. Yeah, there it says. Yeah, he did one other really good movie, and that's about it. It was where he fought this futuristic guy who was putting drugs into people so that when he gets them high, he could take that high and extract it and put it into someone else.
I Come in Peace. Yeah.
I Come in Peace. Yeah, that was his only other good movie, and his acting was not even that amazing there. He literally, as much as I like him, he is the worst actor ever. He has zero charisma in any way, shape, or form besides Rocky IV. He was just meant to do that, and that is it. It is pretty amazing how he, as much as I love the 80s and love these guys and want to embrace them, every time I gave this guy a shot, I am just like, does he know that he's supposed to make us like him? Like, he's not even trying. He's just reading his lines. So it was actually perfect just to have him say, I must break you, and Yosef, yeah, and, that kind of stuff. Because he's not capable of anything else, and he does have a really nice presence and look about him. He is the greatest bad guy ever in these movies. Like, oh my God. But that's it. He was meant to do one thing in the world, and this is it.
Okay.
Do you disagree?
I mean, man, I like the I Come in Peace. I tell you that,
It was good, but I don't think he made it good.
Yeah, fuck you, spaceman.
He was there.
Yeah, I like that movie. You know, I like that movie. You know, there's another movie that he did with Brandon Lee called Showdown in Little Tokyo. He shows some charisma in that movie. You know, yeah,
No, maybe okay. I didn't see that one. I'll watch that.
yeah, you know, yeah, yeah. Check that out, man. Check that out. Jesus, something in my nose. Got something in my nose, man.
Why are you dressed all fancy tonight? Were you gonna go see Apollo's fight?
Oh man, I tell you, yo, dude, I heard that James Brown's gonna perform in that fight tonight. Man, I gotta go check that out,
Oh
man.
yeah, you're all dressed up, man. Nice, good.
That's why I gotta wear this tux. Yeah, man, I gotta.
Yeah, I heard he's not
Yeah.
beating on abroad tonight, so he's gonna stop doing cocaine and get on stage and put on a performance of a lifetime. You got to be there, man.
Hey. Well, yeah, I tell you though, man. Yeah, 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 Drago. Yeah, yeah, Drago. He and his wife. You know, Drago. You know, he's the Russian boxer. His wife is the Russian swimmer. They're both gold medalists. They come to America so they can make an impact. You know, don't forget, you know, United States, the Soviet Union. This movie is a political propaganda film now.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, at that time, you know, the Reagan era, you know, everything was political propaganda, you know, post Vietnam. Now we're going into the Cold War. And, yeah, the threat of nuclear war and everything like that. All that was featured in there in that time frame. But yeah, I tell you though, with the Dragos, you know, when they enter the United States, you know, and Drago made it, you know, Ivan Drago, he made it clear that he want to fight Rocky Balboa in exhibition fight against Rocky Balboa, even
It's
though he did
supposed to
not.
be an exhibition.
Yeah, even though he did not say that he wanted to fight, you know, his handler said it. You know, we all know that, you know, the challenge was dropped. But, you know, Apollo, he saw this on TV while he was playing with his dogs in the pool, you know, throwing tennis balls, playing fetch in the pool. He sees this on TV.
The way that
and
water dripped off his glistening chest, he looked so good.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Oh. But, yeah. Yeah. He playing with the dogs in the pool, and they see this
chicken.
Yeah.
Chicken from Churches. He's big and he's tall, but he's clumsy.
That is some baked chicken, man. Mm-hmm. That's some good baked chicken.
Mm-hmm.
I never even had that chicken, but that's some good baked chicken. It looks good anyway. But yeah, you know, yeah, you see this, and you know, these Russians gonna come to the U.S. and try to make a fool out of us. No, man, Apollo, he ain't gonna have it. So yeah, he been retired for 5 years, but you think he's gonna get back in the ring and try this again? You know,
how much more can they take? Either of them.
Yeah, so you know he gonna get in the ring and
you know what? If he likes who he is, he don't want to change. All this money and all this stuff you got around you don't change a thing, Stallion.
That's right,
you, Stallion. And without a water fight, the warrior may as well be dead. You're a crazy talker, Apollo. And when this is over, you know me, Stallion. Always think of something else. All right. I feel sorry for this guy.
Yeah, man.
I do feel sorry for Drago, man. He is gonna have some sore knuckles when this is over.
Boy. Yeah, I tell you though, man. Yeah, Rocky and Apollo, you know, they had that talk, you know. Apollo, he gonna get in the fight, man. He gonna get in the ring. Before that happens, you know, we got this big performance with James Brown, and dude, he killed it in the ring. You know, Apollo, he's up there, he dancing around with James, you know, and next thing you know, we're gonna have this fight. This exhibition bout, you know.
Well,
he's not trying to do a fight.
I can't believe he performed with James Brown because he was so nervous he could eat snails. So I'm surprised that despite that, he was still able to get up and dance in front of that huge crowd.
No, he didn't say nothing about snails. He said nails.
Oh,
Nails.
oh, okay. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I didn't know.
Yeah, snails. I see him in the garden, but I never had him before.
Escargots, Daddy.
So yeah, these guys. Yeah, Rocky and Rocky. He's in Apollo's corner. Yeah, Apollo. He's in the ring. He going to mix it up with Drago. He going to see what this guy is all about. He think he's gonna be a walk in the park, basically, because he's in the best shape of his life. He's stronger. He's quicker. But yeah, it's like he
This
doesn't
is
think he's.
bizarre. Creed's over the hill, and Drago hasn't fought anybody.
I mean, yeah. So, I mean,
How's
what do you
that going to
think?
end?
How is that going to how is that going to end? I mean, hey, hey, people out there, tell me. No, don't tell me because this is not live and nobody's watching. So hey, you can't tell me, can you? Anyway, Alex, you tell me how is this going to end? I mean, Apollo and Dragon.
Well, unfortunately for Apollo, he didn't take in the fact that he's old, he's slow, he has no more power, he is not trained under the new ways, he's not on steroids, his arms are about 14 inches shorter than Drago's, he's about 8 inches shorter than Drago. Drago's there to kill him, and he's just putting on an exhibition. I believe that Apollo, I just don't think he had the chance to really beat on Drago. I think he would have fought him like it was a real fight, but it wasn't proven, so you really can't say. But unfortunately for Apollo, Drago is there to make a statement, and you can't deliberately kill somebody in the ring. I mean, how would he know that a hard hit would just kill the guy? He just, punched him hard. And what we realized is it was 1,850 pounds of pressure. So when you have that connect with your head, that moves that brain around, man, and it probably breaks it off the stem in your spine, and it is over. And you just land flat on your face. You start twitching, and that's it. Now, Rocky could have saved Apollo, and thank God that was brought up in Rocky 8 or something, because, or what's really called what? But either way,
Creed 2.
But either way, Rocky didn't do it because he says, "To stop this fight, no matter what." So he respected his wishes, even though it was the stupidest idea ever.
Rocky wanted to start the fight. He wanted to do it. Yeah, this fight's finished. I gotta call it. You can't do anymore out there. He's killing you. I gotta stop this thing. He wanted to do it. He grabbed the towel. He lifted it up. But, Apollo, he's screaming, no. Duke, he's over here screaming, throw the damn towel. So hey, Rocky, what are we gonna do? It's like one of those it's like one of those video games. You gotta make the decision right there on the spot. Yeah, throw a towel or don't throw the towel. Throw
a towel or argue with your friend later on in the locker
room. Boy. Oh wow, ain't that cool? Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Man, I tell you though, man. Yeah, throw the towel or not. But hey, I tell you though. Rocky made the decision right there on the spot. He dropped the towel. Drago throwing that. Bam. That coup de grace destroyed Apollo's face forever. Apollo went down. Creed is down. Apollo is down. He could be badly hurt. Yeah. You got this annoying ass reporter. Yeah. Is he dead? Is he alive?
Creed appears to be in very serious condition.
Yeah. Yeah, and Drago,
giving his opinion on this. If he does, he does.
Yeah, he had a post-fight interview. Yeah, I cannot
defeat the real champion.
I defeat real champion.
Yeah, suddenly he's Chatty Cathy after he kills this guy.
Right. Yeah. He put on this humble act, you know.
Yeah. Now you can't get him to shut up.
Yeah, I defeat real champion. He put on this humble act, you know. When you saw his coders when you say, you know, if he dies, he dies. Yeah, so you know.
Yeah, pretty perfect.
Yeah, you know, Rocky, you know, he's cradling Apollo's dead body. Yeah, he looks up at Drago, you know, yeah, this is what you did. And I'm gonna do this to you.
And basically, instantaneously, we have. I mean, they just cut the bullshit out of this. Instantaneously, Rocky's at a press conference about fighting in Russia. Like, I don't even know. Oh, the funeral happened, maybe. And then that, right? Something like that. Yeah, that was about it. Nothing else. The funeral, and suddenly I'm fighting.
Yeah, the funeral happened, but, you know, they cut out a scene where he was talking to the commission about wanting to fight Drago, you know, and the commission turned him down. So, you know, he going to fight Drago in a non-sanctioned bout. So if anything happens, nobody's held liable. You know, the commission's not, and they're not behind this. So yeah, if anything happens to Rocky, nobody is held liable. So you know, Rocky, he was on his own. Yes, he made that challenge.
This is not for the title.
Yeah, he dropped the challenge. Challenge was picked up because Drago wanted to fight him anyway. So Drago, he gets his wish.
Yep.
So yeah, the Russian commission, you know, they set the whole thing up, you know. Yeah, so yeah, they're gonna have him fight on December 25th because they don't celebrate Christmas. So yeah, not only they're gonna fight on December 25th, but they're gonna do it over there in Russia. So yeah, Rocky, what's going on? Why you agree to this? Yeah, so you know.
That's what I was told.
So yeah, Rocky, you know, packs up. He goes all the way over to Siberia. Despite his wife's wishes, you know, yeah, he had that conversation with Adrian. Yeah, he had that conversation with Adrian. She screams out, you know, Adrian, the wife, the person that was behind him since part one, since day one, she was behind him. She sees what goes on against Apollo, and now she's doubting Rocky.
You thought those guys were bad. This guy was not getting him all right.
Yeah.
You think I'm tough? This joke will kill you.
Yeah, she gonna doubt Rocky, and she talked some sense into him in Rocky 3, and now she was trying. Now she gonna straight up tell him that he can't win this fight.
The truth is, I'm afraid. All right, I'm afraid.
Yeah, he was afraid before. You know, he lost his balls before. He got him back. Now he's gonna try to show that.
Yeah, he's afraid of Mr. T, but not this guy. How come you weren't afraid of Drago? He killed a guy. Mr. T just beat you up.
He wants payback. That's all there is to it. You want to pay back against Drago. That's all there is to it, man. Yeah, it's payback time. He want to pay back against Drago. Okay, I mean, yeah. Yes. Plus, he's holding in a lot of guilt because he know that he could have thrown that towel in there. But you know, yeah, he want to make things right. He want to make things right. He want to make right with Apollo. And yeah, he going to finish the job. So yeah, he's going to jump in there. He's going to jump in that ring, and he's going to fight up. He's going to fight Drago himself. I'll tell you something though. Yeah, you know, knowing that we know now, you know, every time my mom watched this movie, you know, the scene where in the beginning of the movie where Rocky gives Adrian the anniversary present. Yeah, she always scream out, "She don't deserve that."
Right.
She don't deserve that. Washed up just like a snake. Yeah, she don't deserve that. She always screamed that out. Yeah, she wasn't very fond of Adrian in this movie. You can't win. Yes. That's all she says, every time she sees Adrian, Yeah, she wasn't very fond of Adrian in this movie. So but yeah, I'll tell you though. Yeah. Rocky, he goes on a, he goes out on a drive, and we get this no easy way out montage of memory.
One of the greatest things to ever grace the screen.
Yeah, man. Memories of the past 3 films and what happened so far in this movie. Yeah, mostly everything of Drago and Apollo, and how Rocky and Apollo compare to each other. We get that nice little montage in there. And like I said, this is pretty much an MTV movie, because that montage is like a music video, and everything else. With these montages, they're like music videos. I mean, yeah, this is the MTV movie. This is for the MTV generation.
Oh yeah, this is a movie for all the kids of the '80s. Really, I mean.
Yeah,
This guy will give you nightmares. Rocky is a hero. There's action-packed montage heaven. There's emotion. There's sex. There's love. There's nudity. No, there's no sex. But there's blood and guts and death and cars and running and everything. Fire and steroids. I mean, this movie is jam-packed. There's racism. There's division. Well, not race. I guess Russian isn't a race, but when he says, "You're violent government," hey, well, we don't hold our people behind walls with machine guns. I mean, this had everything. Machine guns.
Political satire. This movie was.
Yeah.
100% political satire. Yeah. Who are you? Who am I? You're side majority, big mouth.
Yes, good. Insult us. That's typical behavior from these rude Americans.
Yeah, this so-called champion will be a perfect example of how pathetically weak your society has become.
Exactly.
Yeah, I tell you though, yeah. Rocky, yeah, he's going to go over to Russia. He's gonna fly over to Siberia, which is really Vancouver, Toronto, Canada. But don't tell nobody that.
No, I knew, because I saw Jason taking Manhattan in the background in one shot. They went too high in the mountain; you could see it. Yeah, you can see down. You can see Jason. So, yep, I knew it was Vancouver.
Yeah. Toronto, Vancouver, both second Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you want the big city. You can't afford to do it in New York or LA, or Chicago. Oh yeah, you can do it in Chicago. It's cheaper. Chicago and Detroit, that's cheaper. But still, New York and LA, you can't afford to do any of those. Just fly out to Canada, do it for dirt cheap, maybe for free, and then we can make it look like that it was in some other city or some other country. But yeah, Rocky, yeah, he goes to this Russian farmhouse, and oh boy, I tell you, all that snow, man, I was getting PTSD just looking at all that snow, knowing that I deal with that shit.
Yeah, man.
Oh boy, that's it. Yeah, He trains at this farmhouse, and he got these two Russian chaperones, watching him daily. I think they lived in that car. No. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they hurt so much, but why
yeah.
do they care?
They were in the farmhouse. I mean, yeah, the farm keeper was, Duke was playing chess with him.
What are they even looking at? Is what I'm wondering. Like, and why do they have to be so close to him when he was running to the point where they're risking getting in an accident
Oh
over it?
man, yeah. They were official chaperones. Yes, where
Official
you go,
chaperones, yes?
they go.
What is this, the high school dance? I'm training here.
Right. Yeah, they gotta follow him everywhere he go. I guess they thought that he was going to escape. And I don't know. No trust in Russia.
I
You
don't
know.
get it.
They were assigned to him. Yeah.
They are
I
assigned
guess
to.
I guess they were comedy. they were a comedy piece because yeah, when he picked up the pace in that running scene. He picked up the pace. They tried to catch up to him. They ran into a snow mound. One he tried to climb the
Yeah, it's a
hill.
little extreme.
Rocky, he's climbing the hill. One tried to climb the hill right after him, and he slips.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I swear, man, you need better shoes than that. But yeah, I tell you though, yeah, Rocky, yeah, all that intensive training in the blistering Siberian cold. And next
That's
thing you
from
know, we
above.
see, yeah, next thing you know, we see Adrian show up. I guess she
Yeah, look
changed her
who
mind.
Johnny come lately.
Yeah, she changed
Wow.
her mind. She changed her mind, and she's with him no matter what. You know,
No matter
yeah,
what.
Adrian. Yeah, Adrian, you're not going to get any redemption points on this one. I mean, you told the man that he could not win. You told your husband that you were not behind him,
And
but
she
then
was so insecure.
yeah, she shows up anyway. Yeah, she's with him no matter what. So I guess everything is cool. But yeah, Rocky, he go through all that intensive training. He grows a pretty badass Hercules like beard. I tell you, looking like Steve Reeves there, man. I tell
I
you.
had a beard like that one time.
Yeah, he did. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, that badass Steve Reeves like beard, man. Yeah, next thing you know, yeah, he climbs the biggest mountain that was out there. Yeah, screaming out Drago's name because he reached the top. He's ready to fight this dude. If he can climb a mountain, he can destroy ultimate muscle. So yeah. While Rocky he'll do this intensive training, Drago he'll do this intensive training, and we all know that Drago is most definitely a juicer.
Yeah.
Big needle, right in his shoulder.
It's weird that he did it in his shoulder though. Normally you get it in your butt.
Yeah, well, with the steroids, after the workout, you already got the pump going, so you get that needle right there into the muscle. You get that
Well, that's
extra
site
boost.
injection. Yeah.
Yeah, you get that. Yeah, you get that extra boost in the dosage. So you get every single drop of that dosage once your muscle
Into that
fibers is
muscle.
open.
Right.
So yeah, stick it right there in the shoulder, right there in the muscle. So yeah, while the fibers is opened up, stick it right there in the muscle.
Oh, you know a lot about this. Did you do steroids?
Nah, man, but steroids is the premier thing. People got to study up on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
I was gonna say,
a lot
push
of
it to the camera real fast.
a lot of sports. I mean, hey, baseball, they had the steroid scandal going on for a long time.
There's a
Back in the
scandal right now. There's a scandal right now going on with steroids in bodybuilding. They say that these guys are doing steroids.
well,
Now,
yeah,
I don't believe it, but listen.
yeah, yeah.
Why they're going after these innocent guys, I have no idea, but there's no sign of steroid use in bodybuilding. I don't even know why they're talking about this. It's so stupid.
Yeah, I tell you though, yeah, yeah, steroid usage. It's the premier drug in sports. You know what I mean? People want to crack down on the cats that use marijuana, and marijuana. You get your high before you get into the fight or into the game or whatever it is that you're doing. But yeah, steroids, that's still going on. Performance enhancing drugs. You gotta get the extra edge because nobody can be great alone without it. You gotta get that boost. Get that roid rage going. That way, once you start performing, nobody can outdo you because you're all jacked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta stop flexing. But yeah, you're all jacked up, so you gotta do your thing. Not that I'm condoning it. I mean, I'm just understanding where they're coming from.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, though, Drago, most definitely a juicer. Even at that time, juicing up, it was a premier thing, man. But yeah, Rocky, he had that badass beard, but he had to shave it off, and he walks into the ring with a tan. Man, this dude was brown as hell.
How do you get a tan in a snow blizzard? Like, I don't understand that.
Well, hey. I mean, dude was brown as hell. I don't know. But yeah, I tell you though, man. I tell you. Yeah, I don't got it up here, but I made a drawing long time ago of Rocky, and it was a long time ago. I drew this picture, and I colored it with crayon, and I ain't know what color he was. I ain't have tan and nothing like that. In India the box, so I took brown because he was pretty dark. I mean, I took brown and I colored him brown. Yeah. So I pretty much got a black Rocky sitting around someplace.
Yeah, in boxing, always go for the black guy. Always.
Always, yeah. But he comes into the ring. He fights Drago with a damn. But yeah, we're in Siberia, Russia, Mother Russia.
And he's like staring at himself in this big billboard they rolling down.
They got this big picture. Okay, this is Drago's country.
Beautiful airbrush. His chest looks amazing.
This is God's country. Okay, this is God's country, and Drago, he is God in this country. Okay, you got a big ass, beautiful painting of him. I tried to look for that painting online. I can't find that sumbitch anywhere. I Googled it, I Yahooed it. I can't find it anywhere. Man, trying to get that. Trying to look for the picture of it so I can.
No one ever made that. No one ever recreated that.
No, well, you see a lot of, there's a lot of fan art, but I'm trying to look for, the screen grab of that picture, the screen cap of that picture.
Right.
Yeah, I can't find it anywhere.
They look good back there on the left.
But yeah, it's there somewhere. it's around somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep looking for it. I'll post it up someplace. Instagram or Facebook. I'll post it up someplace because That's a great picture, man. I'll tell you. Yeah, yeah. Every single Russian, in the arena, yeah, they're standing up. Yeah, they're saluting that picture because Drago, this is their god, and they are praying to this guy.
Well, apparently it's insulting to whistle at a guy because when Rocky was coming out, some of the Russians were whistling.
Right.
I guess that's an insult in their country.
Right. No, wait. When Rocky came out, everybody booed him. But there
was one guy who was like,
when Drago. No, that was when Drago disrobed,
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, when Drago took off the robe, everybody started to cheer, and then that one guy, that one Russian, he get the whistle, But yeah, when Rocky, when he took off the robe, everybody booing him,
Man.
I mean, Jesus Christ, he comes back. Not only he got a tan, but he is just cock diesel. Jesus Christ, man, this guy got
he's so
16 pack, man. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
I never saw so many abs in my life.
Stallone, man, he killed it, and you can tell, you look back on Rambo, First Blood Part 2. Look back on that movie, and you can tell he was training for Rocky 4 when he was doing that movie because he was pretty jacked, but he didn't have the abs come in just like that, He took off the robe and for this one, he was 100% shredded. Okay, he was not ripped, he was not cut, he was shredded. 0% body fat, but yeah, Jesus, this dude, man, I can never measure up to that. But I tell you,
even in my best shape, I never shred down to that level.
Oh man,
that's real good steroids.
I tell you, man.
Oh no, I'm sorry. He was just lifting a horse's carriage. He didn't do steroids.
Oh yeah, lifting the horse's carriage. Oh wait,
what a hypocrite though to make a movie about a guy doing steroids while you're doing them.
Yeah, he was doing them damn sit-ups. He wasn't laying on nothing. He didn't do those sit-ups. Paulie was holding his legs, and he was like, you. Oh man, he was off over the edge. He had to come up.
That guy didn't drop him on his head.
Yeah, boy.
Even though it would have made a difference after this fight, anyway.
Oh yeah. Rocky and his head damage. Yeah. We'll get into that in the next review, but
hey, he gets to see Paul. He gets to see Mickey when he does that, so that's not so bad.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man. We'll get into that next time around. Not now.
I'm sorry. Never jump ahead on a Rocky. There's always so much to talk about, and the one we're in now, there is no reason to jump ahead.
Yeah, never jump ahead, man. Yeah, keep on the subject. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about how Drago's cocky now. He has a black.
Rocky and Drago. They get into it, and Drago, he just come firing out, but come flurry.
He goes like this. He goes, hit me, hit my stomach, and then Rocky goes, where? And he's chopping the big Russian down. He throws him, bam, knocks Rocky. I mean, this is brutal. But then, in the second round, something happens. There's a moment.
The best punch throughout the entire fight. The best punch throughout the entire fight. I mean, yeah. Round one, Rocky was pounding on his body, giving everything he got, and Drago just smiled at him. But in the best round throughout this entire fight, even better than the knockout, even better than the other punch. But the best round of the entire fight when Rocky cut Drago. Okay.
He's cut. The big Russian's cut in his blade. Yeah. That's a big punch.
Yeah. He caught him. When he caught him with that right, he saw the look on Drago's face. He saw blood on his glove. What's this? I mean, that's the first time he ever saw blood. I mean, what is this?
That's when he realized that Rocky's not human. He's like a piece of iron.
Yeah, I'll tell you, yeah, Drago, he just went to another world, man. Okay, he is in another world. Rocky, he comes in, and yeah, he, Rocky comes in like a goddamn shark. Okay, he was Jaws, man. He smelled blood, and he came at him. Okay, man, that second round was the best round throughout the whole fight. And that one punch was the best punch throughout that whole fight. But yeah, even after the round ended, they were still going at it. I mean, hell, man, yeah, Rocky got Drago in the corner. He bashed him in the head, bashed him in the face. The round ends. He's still hitting them. But yeah, Drago,
He picks up the big Russian and throws him like a rag doll.
Oh yeah, man. He grabs Rocky. He hits him in the face, man. Rocky like,
oh yeah, and then that lights out effect.
He slams him down. Oh yeah, they are going at it. The cornerman comes out. Man. They are going at it. I'll tell you, Duke, man, he got one of the Russians, man. He hit him up. This is crazy, yo. It was like watching the Warriors all over again.
They were off the chain. It looked like Rocky versus Thunderlips.
Oh man, Rocky versus Thunderlips, hell. At least Thunderlips, he had a chance. Drago, he's the one that got slammed this time, okay? Yeah. I mean, Jesus Christ. Rocky took it back to Philly on that one, okay? He brought it home. Yeah, man. But yeah, that was the best round, man. I tell you. Next thing you know, yeah, it's time to go to war. So yeah, we get the round montage going in, and they're beating the shit out of both of each other, man. But yeah.
Whew. No, it was an excellent fight. Totally unrealistic, which is great. The sounds of the punches were so unrealistic and amazing. They even montaged the fight. Yeah. I mean, it was like boom, 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 leading into the 15th round. It was, and then even you get a like a melon sound effect.
Yeah, the slow-mo impactful shots, man. I tell you.
Yeah, these guys took real hits, man. There's one shot where it goes, and it knocks Rocky, and you see the blood just fly up beautifully out of his mouth.
Yeah. Your face, yeah. That's what Stallone wanted, Yeah, he wanted some real close-ups, and he wanted to make your face look like that it turned into a Picasso painting, and that's exactly what happened, Yeah, he let you know that's what it looks like. You turned to a Picasso,
Yeah, this probably I mean, it's hard to say which is the best fight of all the Rockies, but this was definitely the most action-packed. I think part 3 told the better story throughout a fight, but and it was outrageous to see him get hit on purpose. But
yeah, like I said in that review, man. Like I said in that review, part 3 was that part. The fighting Rocky 3 was an action-packed fight. This fight in Rocky 4, Jesus, it was epic as hell. I mean, god damn.
Yeah.
It was like watching Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor beat on Thanos again. I mean, yeah, it was epic as hell. But yeah, I tell you though, man, yeah. Yeah, first fight was dramatic. Second fight was brutal. Third fight was action-packed. And this fight right here, the fourth fight,
it was war.
It was a war. It was pure epicness. I mean, it was a war. It was a war film, right? I mean, jeez. But yeah, Rocky, yeah, he went the distance again, But yeah, he beat the shit out of Drago's body. Drago, he tried. Yeah, later round, the final round, Drago, he throwing more head punches, but at one point, I think he was trying to get some crowd support because he backed up like,
yeah, it was like bringing the crowd in with him. He's like, yeah, come on.
Yeah, at that point, the crowd turned on him. and they're cheering for Rocky,
which would never happen. If you had a favorite guy, and especially when it's all political like this, and you had a favorite guy, you would never, ever, like, just to say you were a huge Mike Tyson fan, and this was the Buster Douglas fight. Would you start cheering for Buster Douglas because he started beating him up? No, that would never happen.
You know what? There were people out there that did cheer for him. There were people out there that did cheer for him. I mean, you know, even though Tyson was a bad dude, you know, he did not have full crowd support. Plus, there was over in Japan anyway, you know. So what did the Japanese cast feel about Tyson? You know, what they feel about Buster Douglas? You know, who knows? But you know, the Americans, you know, when us Americans watching that fight, you know, there was some cast out shit from Buster Douglas, especially when Douglas knocked out Tyson. You know, to fight, you know, the knockout that shocked the entire world. You know, the fight that shocked the entire world. You know, yeah, it changed Tyson's career forever. Unfortunately, for the worse. You know. Yeah,
he never recovered.
He never really recovered after that, no. But yeah, I'll tell you though, man, you know, yeah. There are people out there that did cheer for Buster Douglas, you know. But, you know, don't get me started on that fight because I know what the hell was going on. Okay, yeah, Tyson, yeah, he wasn't really in shape. And Buster Douglas, you know.
He was gambling and doing cocaine.
No. What? Was he?
Tyson. Yeah, Tyson? You didn't know that? Oh, yeah, he was doing lines of cocaine. He was hanging out all night partying as if there was no fight the next day.
Okay, well, you know, yeah, he wasn't really in shape. Okay, he was not ready to fight. But Buster Douglas, yeah, he had a extra boost of motivation because you know his mother passed away recently at that time. You know, so he was fighting for her because you know Buster Douglas, you know, beforehand. You know, he was just lackluster fighter. You know, he was known for quitting in the middle of the fight. You know, yeah, because you know after he beat Tyson, he took on Evander Holyfield, and Holyfield whooped his ass. Okay, okay, Holyfield knocked him out. Buster Douglas, you know, he didn't even look like that. He got hit that hard. He could have got back up, but no, he quit. You know, he went back to his quitting ways because you know. You know, he had to fight for his deceased mother this time.
Right.
So, he had the extra motivation in that Tyson fight. That's why he got back up when Tyson knocked him down. He got back up, even though it took referee like the count of 20 just to get him. You know, just to get him out. You know.
I'm sorry, I didn't bring it up. I don't want to.
I got things went on in that fight. Yeah, don't get me started because I'm already starting to get riled up. Back to Rocky. Please, back to Rocky. But yeah, you know, yeah, Rocky, you know, he was turning. Yeah, so yeah, you know, once Rocky started to really get going, you know, he put Drago big ass down. But
it was a big climactic thing. The seconds were winding down, very much like Clubber Lang and Rocky. Bam, Drago spins. Collapses to the ground. It is over. His wife is just devastated. He even choked one of the Senate people or something, and Yasip ya, I do this for me, and then he threw him down, and there's no penalty. They didn't shoot him or anything like they should have, and yeah, like I don't know how that happened. It was okay to do, but
right.
That would be like us choking out like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez or something, and then like throw her down, and it's okay.
Yeah, it was his handler. Yeah, the dude that was with him the whole time. You know, he jumps up to the Dragon's corner. You know, you trade this fool, you're a disgrace. Yeah, listen to them.
He's a disgrace. I like how he pushes his head when he says it. Yeah, win. Yeah, he goes win. You see our people, they cheer for him. Win!
Yeah, Drago, yeah, he gets up, yeah, he picks my man up and he drops him to the soldiers outside, you know. But yeah, I tell you though, yeah, Rocky. But when Rocky knocked him down, though, Drago, his big ass tried to get up and he fell out the ring.
Yep.
He fell right out the ring, right through the bottom turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Right through the bottom rope,
Yep.
But yeah, yeah, Rocky, yeah, he won the fight, man. He got this huge ovation from the Russian audience, and he got to do that corny ass speech, man.
I see. A lot of you hated me, and I didn't know what to feel about that neither. So, I mean, I guess I didn't like you too much neither. This way, the two people killing each other. But I guess it's better than 20 million. I know I'm just rambling on here, but not making no sense. But what I'm trying to say is that I see a lot of you guys change how you feel about me. And since you like me now, that made me change how I felt about you. So if you could change, I guess it's better than 20 million. Wait a minute. Never mind. Everybody can change. Yeah. Meanwhile, that guy wasn't saying exactly what Rocky was saying. If you read there's a thing online. Yeah, it's not that bad though, but it's probably better than what Rocky was saying. He probably makes sense of him. That's what he was trying to do, make sense of that. So that's it. Everybody's happy. Even Drago looks fine. His wife's still near him, so that looks all right. Nothing could go wrong there. So, it's the end of the thing, and his kid's at home. He should be sleeping, but it's Christmas, so he's staying up. And Rocky loves him, and that's the end, man. Another great song to end the movie too. Great, everything.
Fire, strong desire.
Oh yeah, it's all about that. Even though it's an hour into this, we should probably stop. No one's even listening at this point. But these songs in this movie are amazing. I mean, if you buy the soundtrack for Rocky IV, it is phenomenal. Every single song is perfect. Perfect for each part of the movie. Great, everything. This movie is a 5 out of 5. Soundtrack is a 5 out of 5. This movie is perfect.
Yeah. What did you rate Rocky 3?
I'd give that a 5 out of 5.
Okay, so far, 1 5 out of 5, 2 5 out of 5, 3 5 out of 5, and this movie a 5 out of 5 from you.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I mean, hey, this movie, yeah, for me, yeah, it's straight up a 5 out of 5. I mean,
I've watched it 50 times. If I watch it 50 times, it must be that good.
Yeah, man, I tell you, yeah. Yeah, movie is 5 out of 5, man. That's our review, and we're sticking to it. Next week, man. Next week is next week I will be live. Yeah, I will be here. Yeah, you won't be here, Alex, but hopefully you watch this week. Because next week is Memorial Day weekend, and I'm not done with Stallone yet. I'm going to talk about a badass soldier that he once played and he will play again. I'm going to start this little series on the Rambo films starting next week. So yeah,
wow.
Stick around for that. Check out my other show right here. Subscribe to me right here.
Stick around.
But in the meantime, in between time, Jack, this show is off. Say goodbye, Alex.
Oh, see you guys. And remember, if I could change and you could change, everybody could change.
Too bad we got to get old, down
Hey, who's old? I could eat snails.